Hon Abubakar. I represent Ilorin East, Ilorin South, Federal Constituency. I'm from Kwara State. Mr. Speaker, I support the spirit and intent of the mover of this bill. In his debate, he made it clear. And the particular angle I want to narrow down upon, Mr. Speaker, is that as a government, we are icebreaking a welfare support system that hitherto before now does not exist in our national polity. The current administration of President Buhari has made bold to introduce a welfare system where basic allowances are going to be paid to unemployed people and where there will be some level of incentive for children in schools. We must be concerned about the sustainability. Now, in this year's budget, we've been able to put over 500 billion, but we must be concerned about the sustainability of this very noble intention, because as long as we don't take basic poverty out of the situation of the average Nigerian, we cannot be able to even get reasonable democracy. When people do not vote according to their heart and they are voting because they are being incentivized or, given money to vote. But when you address the basics, you make sure that people vote according to their heart and they have choices. So this bill, for instance, 7% of our usage of telecommunication charges, and particularly the TV licensing. He cited the example of the UK. I want to say bringing it down to Africa. South Africa also has TV licensing fees that they charge, because these are things that are just not for the downtrodden. They are for people of average means. So if you can spend an average of 50,000 naira on phone bill per month, you should be able to pay an average of 7% of that value to move forward your nation. So I want to support the Speaker, who has already reminded us that this is part of our legislative agenda, and we must move beyond lip service, and we must make the necessary sacrifices to make sure that as a nation, we are able to solve our problems. The core area we would have to generate revenue. It will take a while before the low-hanging fruit is to optimize taxation as a nation. We can talk about agriculture, we can talk about solid minerals. These are very long gestation periods. But what we need now is to plug the low-hanging fruits. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, it is apparent that the low-hanging fruit is to optimize taxation opportunities. There are a lot of laudable taxes that we can...
Honorable Karim Sondi.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, we need to optimize taxation. That is the low-hanging fruit that we need to drive our revenue upwards. I hereby urge my colleagues to support the bill and make sure that it goes for the second reading. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.